All right, welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we are showing ULEX in real time. This is going to be an adhesive and stain remover by KCX. This is the strongest of the solvents that they carry. So I have this bottle here. It's a container for chemistry, and I do need to remove this adhesive because I'm going to put another label on it, which is going to identify what the new chemical is going to be in it. So this was a household cleaner, and I'm going to be putting a all-around cleaner in this, kind of like a rinseless type of solution to use at home. So I'm going to show you how easy the ULEX removes all of this adhesive residue. I've already did one little small section here, you can see. And look how thick it is, but yeah, let's get to it. First things first, make sure you're wearing gloves, stay protected. This is the solvent. You do not want any type of chemical burn or exposure. Okay, so let's get this started. So I got the ULEX, and I have the rags to riches disposable towel. We will be tossing this once we're done. Do not try to save these. Do not store these towels in your mobile units. Do not store them in your shop. They are flammable and they're extremely strong. Okay, look at this. This is real time, guys. Look how fast it removes it. That's crazy. That's crazy work. That is insane. Boom. And they have, I was previously using tea for this container. And the tea, if you guys are unaware, the tea is kind of has the same properties, but it's a lot less potent. It's going to do a little less damage. It's kind of formulated for PPF and stuff like that, so it doesn't, eat through stuff. But this ULEX will start eating. It'll start going to town. It's the heavy. Like I said, it's the heaviest of all of them. When it comes to sap, and I'm just reapplying when I go off camera, I'm just reapplying this more adhesive, just a small trace just across here. When you are using these solvents, just be very, very careful. ULEX and tea, if I could put into a summary of the effectiveness of both, just think of, if you guys are familiar with, if you're familiar with the KCX lineup, T to ULEX is what Polestar is to MZR. That type of cleaning capability, that type of effectiveness, that type of time savings. So when people say, oh, how big of a jump is it? It's a huge incremental jump. So now that I pretty much got all the adhesive off, what I want to do now is I'm going to give it one last cleanup. And this is just to get the residue, as it gets pulled off, starts to just kind of starts to move around. So this is the final cleaning. So if you guys are repurposing bottles, just make sure it's the right grade for the chemical that you're going to be storing. That's very important because they can eat through. So you always want to make sure it's compatible for whatever chemical that you are going to be using. But look how clean that comes out. Crazy, huh? So all of that fogginess was just from the residue that was left behind. But when you do this final last hit, it just cleans it up like crystal clear. So I'll be using this now for solution. So if you guys, it's always good to have bottles around for chemistry. We're using different stuff. We're mixing stuff up for, maybe you have multiple mobile units, maybe you have multiple shops, maybe you want to keep something in the shop or at home or inside the house. It's always good to not just toss the bottles away, even if it's a brand that you're not using. If you like the bottle, I always say repurpose it, but just know what you're storing in it and what it's capable of holding. So that's going to be our demo of KCX ULEX. Save a lot of time, save yourself some money. Great product, love it. For those times where you need a high intensity adhesive remover, tar remover, sap remover, reach for ULEX. Go pick it up, Car Supplies Warehouse. We'll leave a description link below.